What's up, my PT peeps? One Eye Bri back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 9. We got some photos, synopsis, and some news about the episode. Obviously, spoiler warning, if you don't want to know some of this information or see these photos or whatever, don't want to ruin it for you, because it's not much, but it is a little bit of spoilers there for you guys. So here we go, 709 synopsis. Now, the episode is called Rock in the Road. Synopsis for 709 is Rick is introduced to a new community. Now, obviously, Rick is introduced to a new community. We knew he was going to eventually meet the Kingdom and Ezekiel, but I think they're talking about the Garbage Pail Kids as well. So he's going to meet Ezekiel, which we saw from trailers and sneak peeks. That's nothing crazy, nothing new, but I think some people don't know about the Garbage Pail Kids, but that'd be pretty cool for them. Hopefully we'll get to see a little bit about that. But we know Rick goes to the Kingdom, takes everyone there. Daryl stays, meets Ezekiel. Ezekiel doesn't want to do anything, doesn't want to rock the boat, doesn't want to fight just yet. Also, I think they're going to meet the Garbage Pail Kids towards the end of the episode, just get them introduced a little bit, but we'll get to meet the leader and probably Boots in 710, not 709. But the new pics are nothing crazy. They're just some different pictures. The one in the car is probably the best one. But Rick goes to talk to Gregory. As we know, in 708, they're walking to the Barrington house to go talk to the scumbag, the coward, Gregory. Yes, Gregory is the man in charge. Still, can't wait for him to be taken out of power and for Maggie to take over the power at Hilltop. Just ready for that. Got to be a little bit, but we got to wait for that. Daryl, looking like Daryl. You know, it's good to see Daryl got his swagger back about him a little bit. He's in revenge mode, kill mode, take out savior mode. So we'll see how that goes down. Like I said, they're going to go to the Kingdom, and I believe he stays there for a while. Then we got Michonne. The biggest thing I see about the picture is that Rick is sitting down, sitting back. This is probably when Maggie is talking to Gregory, or even Jesus, and they're trying to talk some sense into Gregory, what to do next. Then Rick isn't having what Gregory is saying, so then he gets up in the fold because you can see Gregory is looking at Maggie. So Maggie and Gregory are probably having a conversation at ends, at odds, whatever, but Gregory's not going to go for it. He's a coward. He's not going to fight. You know that. The Enid picture, it's kind of cut off a little bit. Sorry about that. But Enid, I wonder what she's talking about. Look at Sasha's face. She's like, what are you saying, Enid? You're a garbage pail kid? What the? No, so we'll see what happens with that. It's just a little close-up shot of that. She gets a little bit closer to the group, evidently, and walks in to talk to them about something. Don't know what exactly, but this is my favorite pic of it. Rick, we get to see the car, what he's driving on the highway, probably going past broken down cars. There's rumors of like dynamite and stuff and a horde of walkers on the highway. So we'll see how it goes down. It should be very cool and a nice, good scene. Rick, the scowl of Rick is like perfect here. I just love it. Can't wait to see it in action. But if we saw the picture of the cars, we talked about this in a different one. So is Rick driving this car? No, that's the car from the San Diego Comic-Con trailer. And I believe that was Gordon, the savior that Dwight shot and took him out as a walker back at the sanctuary. They're two different cars. We had a whole video about it. I don't know if we're going to see that as a flashback scene here. You know, what they're going after them, because it's Dwight and a rat and a couple other saviors going after Gordon, who was Code Orange or whatever. So I was just interested to see your input in that. If you haven't seen that video, definitely check it out. People were kind of giving me a hard time about it because I was like, they took this footage out of it, and did we miss it or whatever? I know we didn't see it, but the rumor is that they took it out of episode 3, that they were going to have it in there with the Dower episode. But we might see it as a flashback. Hopefully we do see it. I'm hoping we do. They use the footage, but we made a whole video about it on there too. So clearly they're two different cars, and this just proves it further that it's not Rick being chased by them. So that just proves that. Michonne in a car. I'm sure there had to be several cars because there were so many of them. They probably are leaving, I want to either say the Hilltop or the Kingdom to go back to Alexandria. So, you know, Michonne's looking at something, probably the horde of walkers. Then we got a picture of Rosita, a couple pictures of Rosita. Actually, you know, I like the sutures, the stitches on her cheek. Kind of shows the new Rosita. You know, she's, I don't know, kind of out there's a rogue person doing what she needs to do in her eyes to avenge Abraham and to get even and take out Negan, but it's just not working. She's just not being smart about it. I think she's going to be connected with Tara right here, and then she'll probably be connected with Sasha later in the episodes, is what we hear. So they're just at Alexandria, probably when Simon comes to visit and be looking for Daryl, is what I can think of here. They're probably just seeing the crew of saviors come in the front, is what I gather from this. There's just another picture of Rick with Aaron behind him. Aaron's face doesn't look so bad from the initial beating when it was, so I don't know if a couple of days have passed or what time has passed, but his face looks pretty good. He was beat up pretty bad, but like I said, this is just a different picture of the trailer where you can see Tobin and Rick, and then Aaron and Eric walking up. Probably when Simon comes in is what I would assume, when they're back in Alexandria and when Simon comes to visit. You know, I'm kind of liking the Simon visit the more I think about it on there too. I like Simon. I think Simon is one of the best villains of the saviors on there too. What do you think about Simon? Do you like Simon? How do you think he's going to eventually die, or does he die? Is he going to be taken out in the war? I don't know. I like Steve and Alex, so hopefully not. So there you go, guys. We're getting closer. Every day is a step closer to The Walking Dead. Episode 709. February can't come quick enough. So there you go, guys. What do you think of the picks? Not much. I know Synopsis, just a little more information. We got it, so we did a video about it. So there you go, guys. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out our Walking Dead community page on Facebook. All are welcome. Definitely got a good group there. We got some cool picks and some things going on. I know I can't get enough of The Walking Dead, so that's our support group on Facebook. So like I said, guys, before, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Spread the good word about the PT channel. Subscribe to get more videos. Thank you for watching, and you guys are awesome.